For the equity valuation assignment, my partner Michael Green and I, Raymond Chu, decided to look into Albemarle Corporation and its competitors. Albemarle is in the industry of specialty chemicals, and we specifically looked at Albemarle because they're one of the largest lithium chemicals producers in the world. And electronic chemicals are one of the largest industry drivers for specialty chemicals, especially given the recent advent of hybrid electric vehicles and the widespread use of cell phones and anything that uses lithium batteries. Electronic chemicals specifically is expected to grow at 7 to 8% annually, with the industry forecast earnings growth of 43%. This chart is just the revenue in billions of dollars of lithium battery sales alone, which shows a continued growth. ALB generates revenue from 3 different segments, but its most profitable is in its lithium and advanced materials segment. Its competition, namely, are FMC Corp, a Chilean company, as well as a Chinese lithium company. The main customers for ALB are Panasonic, Samsung, and Corning, and it's key that Panasonic is one of their largest clients, as the Tesla Panasonic Gigafactory is ramping up its production, and just last year they spent $1.7 billion on batteries. ALB is looking to increase profitability by 16% annually, which they have shown they are capable to do in recent years, so we trust that the manager's forecasts are accurate. FMC, on the other hand, is a little more diverse, as it has segments in agricultural solutions, health and nutrition, as well as lithium. It has the same competitors as ALB, and that their outlook is attempting to triple their lithium hydroxide production capacity by 2019. These are some basic company statistics, which is interesting to note. How much more profitable ALB is than in FMC with similar revenues. ALB has more than tripled their net income. The earnings per share is also much higher for ALB than FMC, and they have less debt financing compared to FMC. This price comparison chart shows that both FMC and ALB have been outperforming standard indices. So in our evaluation, we first did a dividend discount model, used CAPM to determine expected rates of returns, and made several growth assumptions. Our base case is to assume 8% growth in line with lithium demand growth. And since these two companies are seeing such rapid growth in recent years, we use a 2-stage growth model. From our analysis, the price we achieved was $30.49, which is much less than what it was trading at of $131. The sensitivity analysis, however, shows that if our growth was in line with industry forecast of 43%, we would have arrived at a similar market value. For FMC, our valuation was from the DDM was also much lower. It's perhaps more interesting to look at the relative valuations with the profitability ratios. It's interesting to point out that the price to earnings ratio is much higher for ALB, and there is much more value and growth opportunities for ALB compared to FMC. From our free cash flow model, both companies saw negative free cash flow in the past year, so we had to forecast it and discount it by the weighted average cost of capital we determined. And for ALB, we determined the present value of equity per share of $146, and for FMC, we found a value of $117. Our recommendation is that ALB criteria has strong support for long-term growth. ALB is trading at a discount relative to our FCF analysis. So has FCM. However, ALB has made much more backwards integration as well as much more strategic acquisitions, such as Rockwood Holdings, specifically Rockwood Lithium. And in terms of mineral rights and natural resources, ALB owns 3 mines in Chile versus 1 mine that FMC has, which is a key factor in why they are so much more profitable. So they might be trading at a higher price compared to FMC, but they are outperforming in profitability. So our recommendation is a long position on ALB. Buy in now, target price of $146, which we determined from our free cash flow analysis, and to keep an eye on the earnings per share compared to competitors, which right now $6 versus the 35 cents. It's a very strong position for ALB. Thank you.